Hey guys, just got back from Grand Canyon. My first time to the Grand Canyon and trying to do rim to river to rim to rim. I failed. But before we get started as to why I failed, let's take a look. A lot of you have asked me about my pack and what my base weight was going into the canyon. So I have just gone through my pack since getting home, getting cleaned up, and pulled out, as you can see here, all the food that I didn't eat. There's a ton of food that I didn't eat. Electrolytes, pulled out my water. Had 4 liters of water, didn't need it. Anyway, I'm down to my base weight, and I've made sure that I have everything in here so I can get a true test of what was my base weight going into the Grand Canyon before adding any food or water to my pack. I still have garbage in here somewhere from coming out, but it's going to be close. So, where's my scale? Got my scale here, and we'll get that connected here and do a base weight test. I thought I would be less than 20 pounds. I'll see if I can show this on film. 18.1. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try and lift that up. Not bad. All right, now that we've taken a look at the base weight, let's take a look at what I took with me when doing the Grand Canyon rim to rim. And I did take some conveniences, some luxury items. So even though this is an ultralight pack, considered a fast pack, this is the Outdoor Vitals Skyline Fast Pack. There were several conveniences I did take with me, and we'll go through those as I empty the pack. So let's start here actually. I took a sit pad. So this sit pad, I did use this outside my tent. I did use it sitting on the bench. But then I found myself not sitting on the bench because I took another luxury item. But this is my Outdoor Vitals sit pad. In this exterior pocket, I had my Sawyer water squeeze filter system. I had some extra bungee cords. I use those for my trekking poles. And that's everything in those pockets. Now, in this exterior pocket here, bear in mind, this is not how I had this packed going in. This is how I packed things coming out, with some things that were a little bit wet and damp, and things that I wanted to have access to. So this is my charger. I took this charger. This charger has all the different charging cords for all the different things I had, whether it was my cell phone, my gimbal, other camera equipment, everything there. And that charger did great for what I needed to do. I had about 20% power still on that. I've got here a tripod that I took with me. Rain cover. This is for my sunglasses. Map. All my garbage. Extra baggie. My homemade food cozy. That's everything from the exterior of the pack. And then you'll notice here on the front of the pack, all I have here is my Garmin InReach Mini 2. And I have a thermostat that I had with me just to know the temperature of where I was at any given point in time, made by ThermoWorks. That was great. All these other pockets on the front pretty much held nutrition, electrolytes, and water, with the exception of I had chapstick and sunscreen. My chapstick, I think I lost it actually, but Or maybe they didn't give it. Someone borrowed it and maybe didn't give it back. I don't remember. But my chapstick's missing because it was here. So make sure you take maybe 2 chapsticks with you when you go. So that's all I had in these front pockets here. On top, I had here my Helinox chair. And inside of my Helinox chair, I also had, we planned to do the North Rim. And we were planning for snow. And as a result, I've got my micro spikes that I took with me, and I just packed them in here with my chair because that was super convenient and I had the space in there. Micro spikes there. And Helinox camp chair. I don't think there's a better one on the market, is there? Starting with the top of my roll top here. MSR wind burner stove. The Nemo Tensor insulated sleeping pad. This is a 25-inch regular. My NU 25 Nightcore headlamp. Make sure you take a headlamp that has the red light feature, because at the Bright Angel Campground, they request that everyone at the campground use the red light feature and not your regular lights. I had a buff that I took with me. I used that on the way down, dipped it in the Bright Angel Creek when we arrived there. That felt great, as it was like 75 degrees when we arrived at Bright Angel Campground. Ditty bag. Inside here, I had hand sanitizer. Again, a luxury item. Didn't need it. I had disposable toothbrushes. I take those, and I just pack out the garbage. And essential earplugs, if you like. If you want earplugs. I didn't end up using them. The sound of the river was great. And that's it that I've gotten there. I also have down here, in this bag, I had extra clothing. And I'm going to show you what I took for extra clothes, because I didn't need them. Other than, I did take an extra outfit, which, again, luxury, right? So, on the way down, I've got my, show this to you here, Outdoor Vitals altitude hoodie. I wore one down, and I wore a different one the next day. Unnecessary, but I did it. I wore my workout shorts down, made by 10,000. I had an eye mask. I would take an eye mask if I were you. Maybe you like to wake up to the sun. I like to wake up when I'm ready to wake up, so I took an eye mask with me. Luxury item, not necessary. Had a beanie. This is a smart wool beanie. I wore it for about 30 minutes. Maybe, not even 30 minutes. Wore it for the first 20 minutes of the trail before I had it off my head. Used my REI running gaiters until I got to Uwa Point, at which point I removed these. That's also a point where I decided I was going to take off some of the layers that I had on. We found that we would rather have been cold for the first 15 to 20 minutes of the trail. When we started at the South Rim, it was 30 degrees. By the time we got about half a mile to 3/4 of a mile in, the temperatures had already gone up 15 degrees. So we were at 45 and we were toasty warm. So didn't need my running gaiters. Didn't need the smart wool beanie. I've got here my Outdoor Vitals. These are the Highline. I think they call them the Highline thermals. It's a base layer. I didn't need them. I was anticipating it getting cooler at night, and it was so warm at night. I think the lowest we saw was about 45 degrees at night, so didn't need those. I've got here my outdoor research 250, I think is it, or maybe it's 240 base layer. Didn't need it. I slept without a shirt on at night. It was so warm. And that's everything out of that bag. Next up, first aid kit. My Tokes spoon. Nemo Philo Luxury Elite Pillow. Not necessary, but it was great. My Zenbivy 25-degree light bed. This was phenomenal. Smartwool gloves. Didn't use them. Ignite wipe. This was great to wipe down after coming down the trail and being all hot and sweaty. These are like a deodorant wipe, and so it was really great to just be able to get clean and feel clean. Take some of those with you. Pack them out. Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket. Didn't use it. Did get a rain on the... After we got to Bright Angel Campground, we hiked up to Ribbon Falls, and we did get caught in a rain burst. Lasted about 10 minutes. Didn't have it with me. Would have used it, but dried before we got back to the campground. I had a microfiber towel. That was just in case I wanted to dip it in the river, I guess. I don't even know why I took it, but I had it with me. Durston X-Mid 1. Tent was awesome. I did have to put it away a little bit wet, so I've got to get that out and get it dried. I think that's all. Oh, that's not it. I had a utility knife in this little pouch on the bottom here of my Outdoor Vitals Skyline 30-liter fast pack. And that is a wrap. So 18.1 pounds for my base. I did weigh myself after I put all my food and water in there. And after I put all my food and water, I was almost 28 pounds. However, I carried almost 4 liters of water or fluids because I took some Monster Energy cans with me that I also packed out. I already threw those away. I had close to 10 pounds. I think it was between 8 to 10 pounds of water and food on me. Because again, I did check my total weight before we embarked on the trail, and I was close to 28 pounds. Anyway, that's everything I took with me to do Grand Canyon, Rim to Bright Angel Campground, almost to North Rim, went to Cottonwood, and then back to the campground, stayed the night, and then we left the following morning. And people looked at me and my friend that I was with, and they thought we were day hikers. So, I don't know. I saw people coming out with 65-liter packs that stayed overnight. So, I don't know what they took, but I had everything I needed and some. And you saw the luxury items I had, and I didn't need them all. You decide. Tell me in the comments, what was I missing? What didn't I bring? What would you have brought? What would you have done differently? I'd love to know. I felt like I had too much food. I never even opened this liter of water. It remained unopened the whole time because by the time I needed a refill, I just refilled the one that I'd already opened. And I was able to fill my soft water flasks when I got to Bright Angel Campground. I mean, it was an epic experience. I was definitely over-prepared, and I didn't know if I would be. My legs are sore, they're tender, they're tired, but I don't know anyone that wouldn't be sore or tired after hiking 34 miles, doing whatever it is, 5,000 feet down, 5,000 feet back up. Plus we went up to Cottonwood. And Ribbon Falls. I'm tired. Anyway, I hope you find this video helpful. And if you do, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We'll see you next time.